I turn on my mic. Maybe you can hear me now. All right. Hey, how are you guys doing today? I'm Jay with Thrive Technologies. Man, it has been a super busy day. I hope you guys are doing well today. Um, Another game update. Number 12 is the number of the update. Um, a lot of talking about technical stuff that most people probably aren't going to care about, like CSV files and the integration of CSV files, processes, descriptions, IDs, time durations, uh, Unreal Engine, stuff that most of us aren't going to care about unless you're involved in that stuff. Um, I mean, I get it. They're trying to tell us in detail what they're doing, and I get it. But for the lay person that's really just wanting to play a game in crypto, is this level of detail really what we're looking for? Um, I get it. From a business standpoint, like if you were doing uh, a, a a board meeting with, or not even a board meeting, because this would go well beyond a board meeting. If you were doing like a technical meeting with your developers and with the those that are in charge of this, then absolutely I could see the level of detail going into this. But for the consumer doesn't care about this stuff. This is not a consumer update. Developing work, bugs presented. Yes, there's bugs. Okay, there's 3 bugs that they've been talking about in some detail. Um, Again, detail about um, how they're just integrating or working on those bugs, internal checking. I just don't understand. All right, so I think this is the most important part right here is the community questions. All right, so could you provide updated gameplay videos showing the progress on a more frequent basis? I love that question because I think that is a great question. Could you provide updated gameplay videos showing the progress of more frequent basis? So the response was with quite a lot of areas either being updated or entirely replaced with updated features. Our whole menu system is completely different to the original. While I would really like to show you more, especially knowing our vision that we are currently striving full speed to accomplish, to do that requires us to simultaneously be upgrading and replacing. Because of that, it leaves the state of the game in a condition that isn't conducive to showing off how it looks. Concern A, red flag, because they should be able to show us something. We know that it's in development. We know it's a video or a game that is, you know, way underdeveloped than where it should be, but we still need to be able to see what when we can showcase the game being played. We have to pause certain aspects of work to set the stage. Wrong, because you're testing the game. You can record those instances where you're testing. I don't like this answer. We can have efficiency in working and keep everything in a state ready to showcase at all. Or says we can't have efficiency of working and keeping everything in a state ready to showcase all times. It doesn't take much to record your screen while you're testing. That to me is just bull. That's a bull crap answer. It's like building a robot. People can build it and it can showcase a level of functionality, but if we want to modify the robot, it needs to be pulled apart again so it can be upgraded and isn't in a show-off state during that time. We're not asking you to send us a final a show-off state. We need you to show us a product, a version of a product. It doesn't matter if it's 0.10 or 0.13 or 0.75 or or whatever. I mean, you're sitting there saying you're 75% of the way completed, so show us 0.75. That's what we want to see. All right. Let's see. If we're doing things sequentially with one change at a time, it would take significantly longer, but we'd have more opportunity to show off updates and progress in an effective manner. It goes without saying that the speed of our progress is a much higher priority to us than ensuring that we can show off small but more consistent visual updates. Yeah, I think your priorities are wrong. Normality, when you see large companies, they'll have a team specifically allocated just to keep a displayable build ready. Unfortunately, we're not that big yet. Nobody's asking you to. We're asking you to show us a version of the game, whether it is playable or not. We just want to see it. It's something we're aiming for through, though, and there will be a point where it'll be easier for us to showcase updates. Being able to share and show is one of the reasons we do this, but we also want it to be right. I think, look, I've played many games, I've betaed many games in my past. There's errors in gameplay. There's going to be. So for them to go basically thinking they have to have a final product, no, that alpha and beta gameplay are specifically meant to work out the bugs, figure out where they're at. Let those of us that are alpha game players play the alpha gameplay and report back to you what the bugs are. We'll record and show people what it looks like. I'm really confused and getting frustrated with this team. How many decks will be able to store for a given player? The exact number has not been applied. Instead, through testing and community... What testing? You're not testing, you're just building. And community feedback, the user's deck builder capability will set and adjusted based upon demand. The numbers essentially arbitrary to us because if players want more space, then they'll get more space. Blah 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 blah. Well, elemental cards, not exactly sure of the mechanics, need to be counted as cards that are included in the 30 card limit for individual decks. The answer is, bear in mind that core mechanics we believe should be set by gathering and applying data, by actually testing the game and filling out what makes the game engaging and enjoyable the most. So with this, we currently have a range that different designers and developers are feeling for with the number of cards that will be in the deck. This is still initially before testing, up for debate between 30 and 40 cards in a deck and the number of elemental cards you have. The current plan for it is to provide approximately 10 elemental cards. Though during testing, selection of pre-made decks will be applied to different testers that utilize the range of a number of elemental cards included. This will enable us to dial in balanced quantity of elemental cards allowed per deck. Okay, that's actually good information. I think that is probably some of the best information that we've received up to this point. During the alpha test, some of the data we are wanting to acquire is actually figuring out the optimal number of cards within a deck, as well as the quantity of elemental cards in a deck. This will be achieved by providing a range of different configurations, and with the testers providing both video captures of their gameplay and written feedback indicating their preferences, as well as in-game performance data. Trust me, I'm going to give you more than just video captures and written feedback. I'm going to give you live gameplay, and I'm going to give you real-time thoughts when playing this game. Can you provide community question? Can you provide an insight into the background music during various stages of playing, interacting with the Shiryo game? Has this process been starting yet? Willing to showcase some examples to the... Says this has been started. Our sound engineer... I'm one of those that really doesn't care about background sounds, background music in the gameplay. So, okay, you know, the background music, whatever. And so that's basically the end of the update. Again, no information about when alpha gameplay could possibly be. Hey, Shiryo developer, let me ask you this question. When is alpha gameplay going to take place? And how far along are you in the build? And at what point do you think that alpha gameplay, like what percentage of the game has to be put together for you to begin alpha gameplay? I think that is a question that we need to know, need answered, because the community at large has been waiting for a long period of time for information about when we're going to play alpha. We were supposed to be playing alpha last year. We were supposed to be playing alpha in January. It's May, almost June, and no alpha gameplay. So, I think the sooner that you showcase this game, the sooner that the people can sit out there and watch this gameplay, the alpha gameplay, the more they're going to get into this game, the more they're going to come back into it, because you have a community right now that is struggling to understand what Shiryo is doing. They are struggling in their mindset of sticking with a game that they've seen nothing from except for a bunch of cards and a bunch of hype going, hey, we'll give you all this stuff. I just don't see what Shiryo is doing from a gameplay standpoint, and the whole coin, all the cards, the avatars are nothing without the game. So we need that. All right. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a little bit of a rant today. It's been a long day, but until they get alpha gameplay out there, I am going to be hammering this home, hammering why there's no alpha gameplay, why we're not seeing gameplay from either the developers or from the team itself. Somebody, I mean, heck, there is a person that is Marson that is supposed to be, you know, over all this stuff. A marketing person. Shouldn't they be playing this and showing us gameplay? Heck, if you need me to market, come here. Let me just do some marketing. Come pay me, and we'll do some actual marketing and SEO and talk about the game and show the game off. But what we're doing right now, Shiryo, you guys got to do better. You just got to do better. And you know, I look forward to alpha gameplay. I look forward to that time frame. But come on, guys, we just got to do better. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you liked the content, if you liked what I'm talking about, and you agree with me, make sure you like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We will be doing this every single week. I've had to vary my times because I've had things going on. So sorry that it's so late on this Sunday evening, but next week I hope to be a little bit earlier. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Click that like and subscribe button, and until next week.